things are shifting in love. And let's do some cards and see what it is that you need to know, what it is that you need to hear relating to the changes that are unfolding and how this affects you in the coming month. You've been caught up in the past. You've been caught up with a lot of, I've got flashbacks then. Flashbacks are reminiscing, thinking about the past, thinking about the way things have been, thinking about, in some ways, hope. Because the other thing I noticed about this card is that you've got a camera peeking out. And this feels like somebody wanting an opportunity. Second chance, somebody, excuse me, I have hiccups. Somebody wanting that different perspective. Sorry, I just had to step back because that insight of perspective game. But camera is about perspective, isn't it? It's about what you're capturing on the other side. And I feel this is what's going on relating to movement happening in your love life. There's been not just a change in perspective from you, but a change in perspective from your person of interest. Sorry, that was hiccups. And this is where the growth has happened. There's been a lot of definite cultivation being growth. But can you see that light? Because I feel this is now your time to reap those awards. Because this is about all of that waiting, all of that frustration, all of that anticipation, all of the not knowing, the uncertainty, all of that now beginning to shed. Anything that had been holding back, whether it was lies, whether it's deception, whether it was cover-ups, whatever it may be, all of that is now gone. And I love the way I said it with such decisive energy, that it's gone. It's not that it's going, it's flowing, it's on its way out. This relationship that's coming forward is very much about two people wanting to make it work, doing what's necessary to make it work. It's no longer just sitting on one person to make things happen. It's both. And I feel you're ready to open up your heart. And funny, I've got the card that says perspective. And remember what I said when I had the camera about perspective, because that's where I feel things have shifted in relation to you guys. Expect changes from the point that you see this reading. Expect changes to start happening. And I almost wanted to use the word instantly, but it's not instantly to the point that, if it is, please put it in the comments. It's not instant in the sense that you see this reading and something happens. Again, I keep fingers crossed, and if it is, please put it in the comments. But it's more instant in the sense that any time from now going forward, I apologize, but I'm going to leave this in. Normally, I tend to cut these things out. I'm going to leave it in so you can trust that I do have the hiccups. And I'm still being true and recording. So this is very much about two people coming together, finally changing perspectives, because both of you have grown. Both of you have been doing the work in your own individual lives to, in some ways, come together, more so them than you. You, I feel, have been the one in the waiting, in the not knowing, in this uncertainty. They're the ones who have had to really make major changes. But things are shifting in the sense that the energy has changed so much that they're coming forward. They're stepping forward with a plan. This is no longer about winging things, which is what they have been doing. This has been one of the major frustrations. You've not known it, but they kind of have. They've been winging it. They've been winging this connection. Now, let me get this straight in the sense of when I say winging. They've been winging in the sense that they've been leaving things to chance. They've been sitting there. Again, if you know, I'm a coach, and one of the things I talk about regarding manifesting is the old way of manifesting, where you're just wishing, and then expecting something to just land on your lap without taking the action. That was them. They were wishing, wanting something to happen, but then not consciously doing anything to make it happen. And anytime you did, they didn't do anything. But this is them now changing that. This is them now coming with a plan, coming with a strategy. They are now taking action. They are now moving forward. I do apologize. They are now moving forward and changing that perspective. And changing that perspective, basically having these hiccups and stuff, leads me to think, let me know of any remedies and any cures. Of course, it'll be cured by the time you see this video, but for future hiccups, that would be a great one to know. So what do you do when you get hiccups? Everything for you guys now is about being in flow and harmony, because both of you have been through the crap. Both of you have done the necessary work you've needed in order to make things happen, in order for things to now start flowing. So when they do come forward, they're not coming forward with drama. They're coming forward with certainty, which is the strategy. They're coming forward with commitment. They're coming forward with all of those knowledges. There's no grey anymore. There's no fears anymore. And I love that. It's not my hiccups making me say that. It's the energy that's coming through them. They are no longer in that state of sitting on the fence, because they've done that. And they've also learned life without you, what that means, what it feels like for you, one, not to be there, not to be around them, not to be able to see you, contact you. Forget about the talking, because for some people you might not have even got to the talking. They know, and this is one of their biggest fears, that you may go with somebody else because you're not lacking in choices. But that is their biggest fear. But equally they know that this match, you two together, are soulmates. This is something that they can't explain. I mean, they can, because they know that it's, you know, the soulmate level. You know it to be a lot more deeper due to your energy work, high priestess energy and everything else. See, look, I'm soldiering on through the hiccups, but they know that this connection has so much depth, and they know that both of you pick up each other's feelings, emotions, even maybe telepathically connected. They know, they sense, they know there's something so much more relating to this. It's no longer a okay, no, I think she's all right, you know, kind of energy. They do not want to lose you. And funnily enough, I had a great sadness when I said those words, because I think that is their biggest fear, that they could and will lose you if they don't do anything. There are rewards. Hesitation is very much to do with the rewards are there, but I'm not going to, as a reader, confirm 100% that yes, that this is what the outcome will be, because it's two people choosing. It's two people choosing this outcome. That is a strong possibility, as is this, but equally, it's two people making that decision, two people wanting to make things work, wanting these things to grow, wanting to push things forward. And that's the important thing to know regarding these changes. There's a strong possibility both of you are heading and being on the same page after so long. You've been on a page, they've been so many pages behind, but I feel now they're finally catching up. And this is such a huge, huge change in relation to this, and things, you know, possibly changing and moving forward. Now, if you did want to look more deeper into this or anything else relating to your love life, you can do so. You can book a reading. The links are in my bio. But equally, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're already doing that. Thank you so much. And with that, I'll see you next time without the hiccups.